He earned his degree in agriculture from the University of Southern Mindanao. And later on, finished botany and his PhD in agronomy from University of the Philippines, Los Baños. He's been an educator for 43 years. And his resume has all the important agencies scattered all over. And that includes PICARD, CIRCA, and the USAID. And SIDA. And he has received awards both from national and international giving bodies. Now that he's retired, he's now managing the Triple P farm with his family. But how did ILT come to know about him? I first heard his name from Sir Buddy. Kasi nonod ako eh. But we also heard his name again during the first Thai fruit orchard tour here in Chantaburi, when some of the farms, some of the experts in the farms we visited identified him as their consultant. Feeling namin, na-vindicate kami kasi sana all kami ng sana all. But one of their consultants is a Filipino. So everybody, I'm really proud to introduce to you Dr. Pablito Pamplona.
Available na po ang agribusiness merch sa Shopee. Ang link nasa description box.
The tree matures in years producing fruits, diseases in our farm. Meaning, when you plant it, you fertilize monthly during the first year and second year. By the 18th month, you will have already the flowering. And before the end of 2 years, in our case, we have harvested all two times. One thing peculiar with this, if you take care of it, the fruiting is non-seasonal, meaning it's almost throughout the year. Of course, there are always peak season for this matter. Okay, I would say that even in Typhoon area, it can be introduced because if you look at the culture in India, many of their jackfruit are creeping on the ground. They develop in such a way that it will be creeping on the ground with fruits. So it is less susceptible. We are developing the same technology in our farm today to take care of the needs of those typhoon belt areas, because you know, in fruit trees, like in Bicol, pili lang magtitindig. Talagang matibay ang pili. No? But durian, for that matter, and other fruits would not survive. Okay. There is no known commercialization of Ibiark outside the Philippines. This variety, however, performs exceptionally good wherever grown in the Philippines. Now, in my view, after evaluation, we have to limit the commercial planting of jackfruit in these two varieties. You select Ibiark or P33. Our initial investment would say that the investment cost for a hectare is about 60,000, very much lower than for durian of 480. Okay, a farmer gets already an income of from 300 to 500 pesos as gross during the third year. This increased to over 1 million during the seventh year, up to its lifetime. The lifetime of jackfruit, if you just take care, planted again without Phytophthora in radius or in mount, it can be more than 50 years for that matter. Okay, this is example, the typical fruiting of G33. The fruits are just mostly at the base of the tree and on the ground. Of course, there are those in the branches, but more of the fruiting are there. Okay, this one, the MLS in India, 12 years old. Okay, these are the fruits. So practically, you do not have any latex for that matter. This one, I took this picture at their experimental station and we are very productive. This partly under coconut. Ang problema lang nila doon pag may typhoon, talagang sira yan. It will take again 2 years bago makarecover. That's why we are experimenting on low head planting. Okay, this is the open fruit of Aviax. Talagang masarap. Sa picture pa lang magugutom ka na. Okay. And considering that this is superfood, sa ating sa mga matanda, you just take 2 or 3 of this every day. You can keep in the freezer and it will be there for the, as good as fresh for 180 days. Of course, in some countries like Vietnam, they process this into chips. Okay. So, my presentation is, I think, already long. I think I would be ready to entertain some questions.
Round of applause for Dr. Pamplona, please. Wow, sabi sa inyo eh. At hinihintay nyo, no? Okay. Can we limit... Dr. Pamplona will be staying with us until the end of the tour. So there are other occasions when you can ask him questions. For this purpose, can we limit the questions to 5? I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. Sino, parang ano, no? Una-unahan. Okay.
2 more.
Wala na? 3. Okay, 3 lang. Okay. 4. Going. 5. Okay. Pero singit ako Can I do the first question? Ako yung 6th. Dr. Pamplona, if I'm just going to start my farm, which would you recommend? Invest in durian or jackfruit?
I would suggest after studying these 2 crops, you take the dictates of your heart. Higher income for durian or low income with stability for jackfruit. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, hello, Heart. Ano bang gusto mo? Durian o jackfruit? Okay, let's have the first question.
Natutunan ko po sa Agribusiness University na yung pong durian is like, tinatanggalan pa po ng, marami siyang fruits, so tinatanggalan siya. So, hindi na natin problema yung pollination kasi sa dami niya nang ibinubunga. Pag hindi siya nagtuloy lahat, konti lang yung ating aalisin. So, yung pollination, hindi siya masyadong concern, di ba? Tama po ba?
Okay, ganito yung pollination. You do not increase only the number of fruits developed, but also you develop the quality of the fruits. When we see the quality, one of the quality of a good fruit is yung maganda yung kanyang shape. Para maganda yung kanyang shape, all of the 5 locules should be pollinated. And sometimes hindi good pollinated yun. So, which can be pollinated by artificial pollination. So, with that, you develop the good size of fruits for the market. Na pag, ano na lang kasi, pag 3 locules ang nag-develop, hindi maganda yung shape niya, and so that's reject. But of course, with artificial pollination comes the need for proteining. And of course, there's a lot of money investment for that. But it's good if all those deformed, including those well-shaped fruits, are removed because of artificially pollination.
Okay po. Saglit lang, for FYI lang po, kasi sa Singapore, hindi po ako bumibili niyan kahit gustong-gusto ko. Sobrang mahal. 25 times 42.
Good morning, Doc. Ang concern namin dito sa Tagum kasi laganap yung jackfruit doon, no? yun ang main ng government na magtanim ng jackfruit for export purposes. Ang problema namin, ito bang jackfruit is, kung itanim mo ulit, is true to type pa rin ba siya or bababa yung filial characteristic? Yung filial characteristic niya, bababa ba or true to type siya? Kung doon kami kukuha ng enarching, tanim namin, doon kami kuha ng enarching, bababa ba ang kanyang filial kasi enarching po siya.
As long as the fruits, the seedlings are asexually propagated, either enarching or grafting, you can expect that it will offer the same performance as the mother tree.
Thank you.
Okay, ang problema natin, maraming nagtatanim ng seeds kasi sabi nila okay naman. But seeds, remember, would go into fruiting in 8 to 10 years, and not only that, the quality is rather variable, and you will have the seedler will have difficulty in the export market later on when there are volume of production.
How about the pest and diseases? What is the number one pest diseases of jackfruit?
Well, I would say the number one disease of jackfruit is still Phytophthora. And this can be overcome also by mounding, a little mounding for that preparation in such a way na yung area hindi magkaroon ng water.
So dapat itabi mo, iba mo hindi mo isama sa durian.
Pwede rin isama, side by side with durian, no problem, but there should be mounding for that matter.
So sa fertilization program, ganun
If
din.
you look at a lot of jackfruit in Vietnam, in the delta, these are planted.
Combination.
These are planted in a combination of water and then mounded, water mounded, similar to some plantings also here in Thailand, but it's mostly observed in Vietnam. And our inquiry shows that they get very insignificant immortality for this matter.
Sa fertilization, last question.
Sa fertilization, I would say that still go for, let's leave that traditional fertilization of fertilizing once during the rainy season and towards the end of the rainy season. Crops would need a lot of small amount of fertilizer. Hindi lang siya ma-oversupply. So maybe during the first year about 15 to 30 grams. Second year about 30 to 50 grams applied monthly. That is in the assumption that it's also irrigated. So you feed the plant regularly the way you feed yourself with your food morning, noon, and afternoon. Hindi na may pagkain minsan, kung minsan naman sobra, kung minsan wala.
Thank you po.
Hello sir, my question sir is about yung Musang King and Blackthorn. Ano po yung viability or yung recovery niya against Phytophthora for Davao region?
Well, I would say that Blackthorn has better tolerance to Phytophthora based on our experience. And it's early to fruit. In 4 years, mag-fruiting na siya. Okay? Whereas Musang King largely 5 years to 6 years. And the reason why Blackthorn is now priced twice that of Musang King is most of the young generations, when lagyan mo ng Musang King at Blackthorn, gusto nila kainin, mas doble yung presyo ng pampalin sila sa Blackthorn.
Kaya mahal yung seedlings sa 2.5 per piece. Sir, how about, do you recommend, sir, kasi we are expanding our plantation in Davao. We're planning to include in one area the avocado, the jackfruit, and the durian. Pwede ba isabay, sir, in one area?
Yeah, pwede in one area. One of the common things about these crops is they are so susceptible to Phytophthora. So if you will see the Hass avocado, the number one now is in Mexico, and then
we're using
also in Africa. These are mounded plants already, or planted in radius.
For avocado, we're planning to plant the Abu King.
Okay,
Yes.
well, that's good.
much bigger size. Thank you, sir.
Singit lang po si Chancellor Gansenya, University of
Okay.
Agribusiness.
Hello. Ano po, si Doc Pamplona ay nakilala ko way back 30 years ago. Gumawa kami ng series on durian and mangosteen na pinalabas namin sa GMA. Doon kami muna nagkakilala. And sir, ang concern ko sir, sa Filipino farmers or sa Filipino in general, ang number one problem ay gaya-gaya. Okay, so kung anong uso, lahat makikiuso. So nangyari yan sa coffee, nagtanim, in-encourage ng government, nung may bunga, bumagsak ang presyo, pinatay ang kape. Nangyari yan sa kakao, okay? And you said also na nangyari rin yan sa durian, di ba? Maraming big companies nagtanim, flooded yung market, pinatay yung durian. Now, uso na naman kasi may export sa China. Ano ang guarantee na hindi mangyayari ulit yan? At ang government, ini-encourage na naman magtanim ng durian. So, ano po ang mangyayari considering na China ang market? Marami nagsasabi hindi stable. Kasi anytime, pwede kang i-kick out ni China kung ayaw pa.
Okay, ganito, this is the situation. There is no 100% sure of the future. It can always, the future can always change. But let us have a good percent of production. China na market is only, sabi nila, consuming about 10% of the requirement now. Now, the reason na they do not get so much is because the production is low. Of course, Vietnam is picking up. Okay, but there are other markets which has to be developed. Ang ano pa dito, maski sa atin sa Pilipinas, you will note that two decades ago, sa Luzon, pambihira ang magkain ng durian. Ngayon, pagdating ng durian sa Manila or some centers like those in Bicol, in Negros, in Baguio, pag nagpadala doon, in 2 days tapusin yan because they learn how to eat durian. That's the nature of durian, the smell. If you lack the smell, then it's no longer, to me, it's no longer durian. But that's why they have also developed here durian na walang smell, no? Okay, but to many, pag walang smell yan, talagang hindi na durian yan. The market of China can be very tricky. You will note that we have problems now with China, particularly the Eastern Sea, no? Okay, the Western Sea, Pacific that we have. And so anytime they can have a problem, now the Chinese will tell you the reason why we have now the tunnel in Davao, also the building of bridges from Samal to Davao City, is because commitment nila dyan sa China, because there was that commitment also for the sea. And so, talagang ano natin, very shaky. But karamihan sa atin hindi naman nagagambol sa luto eh. It's still a good gamble to plant, no? Of course, you have to diversify a little, no? That's why there are other crops which you can have also diversify, just like jackfruit and avocado, na malaki rin ang demand.
Hello sir, magtanong ko lang regarding doon sa pricing ng mga... Hello Doc. Magtanong ko lang kung how much yung price ngayon nung langka, yung AVR variety. Well, let's say bulto ka man mag-harvest, let's say harvest ka 4 tons, 5 tons, 10 tons, yung isang buyer lang. Ang buyer ko ngayon is si Larry Micolog, maybe you know him. I think you know him. Tanong ko lang if is there other buyers that who could sell our products. Kasi ayoko yung baka pagdating ng volume mo, pwede nila ibagsak yung presyo mo, wala ka nang matapunan ng produkto mo. Yun yung mga takot ng farmers eh.
Ang malaking buyer talaga sa Mindanao now is still Sacrex. And they are needing about, I don't know, some things like, they're importing for their turon, now which is processed into turon for the Middle East. They are importing still about 90 tons per week or per month, I'm not sure. Per week, so they are still our biggest buyer. Besides, there are those, the local. Again, take note that in South Cotabato, in some other places where there is expansion of jackfruit for that matter, new businesses has been coming out along the highway. In fact, our fruits are just marketed along the highway, frozen fruits. We are running short of supply from time to time.
Yes. In regards also for the Aviark variety, because I'm looking for export for the Aviark variety, it's the sweetest jackfruit of all the jackfruits. But I'm looking at the vegan market, you know, the canned jackfruit in markets in the US, in China, Australia. That kind of production is much more lesser compared on blast freezing because you're just gonna can it. But the thing about the vegan market is they harvest the jackfruit prematurely because it's for meat, it's not for the pulp. So I don't know if the Aviark, because it's sweet, is it viable for the vegan market in the canning?
All that's viable, but particularly when you thin out, because at 30 days you have to thin out to produce quality fruits, and many of these small fruits can be for processing into vegetables. It is here where it can be canned, for that matter. But for the greater market, it is still fresh fruit or frozen fruit for that matter.
Okay. Thank you.
Yung Aviark jackfruit has its origin in Abuyog, which is part of Leyte. I am from Leyte. Pero yung durian, hindi sikat sa Leyte. Ang tanong ko, do you have any idea why durian is not being promoted in Leyte and Samar? Is it something to do with climatic conditions, with soil condition?
Well, there are a lot of plantings of durian in the backyard in Baybay, as well as what city of this, the city of the Gomises. We delivered a lot of planting materials in here, but it's still compared to Luzon. And the reason why there are so many failures in Visayas is they would still plant durian the ordinary way, and so the way for good survival is, still planting in the new scientific way.
Doctor, I'm interested in planting durian, and I'm also interested in getting planting materials from AAA, Triple P. Tutulungan mo ko doon na yung pagtanim hindi lang yung ordinary. If you can help me on the extraordinary way of planting it, para mag-survive naman yung durian plantations sa Leyte. Can we have your...
Okay, we can help you. There are many Chinese businessmen now in Leyte who are starting, who are getting bulk of planting materials from us.
Sige.
Ano na ako, sa dulo ako. Kawai!
Human drone!
Wow, may isa pa!
Second on their birthday, may audience, Ryan! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you!
Possible that you divide you divide for everyone. You have to share. Share lang. Lagi share.
Share lang. Share tayo. Kala ko naman.
Excited group. Ganun pa ang hawak niya.
Available na po ang agribusiness merch sa Shopee. Ang link nasa description box. Agribusiness, how it works. Instruct, inspire, succeed.